Greetings, everybody. Merry meet and blessed be. Oh, out there. So it's July 6, 2026. This video is basically a video shot to prove my magical endeavors are for real in manipulating the weather and causing Utah, as well as 11 western states, to experience a drought that they'd never experienced before in history. And then by the time March came around, I expanded it globally, and especially nationwide. Now, whether or not you want to believe me or not, that's perfectly fine. I don't care either way. I'm on a mission, and that's my focus. Now, the reason why I've mentioned before, the reason why I'm making these videos and coming out in public disclosure, which first time I've ever done in all my magical endeavors, is to inform the people so they can prepare themselves. But my main objective for these videos is to provide ample evidence, objective evidence, that I'm for real, my magic's for real, and the world elites, the corporate elites, are going to be counting down their fucking days of existence and power and control over the people. It's about time we get our sovereignty back. And so that's my main objective. Cause them a lot of suffering, a lot of money loss, loss of power and control over the monetary system. It's going to collapse. And people just have no idea just the suffering they're going to be going through. And so anyway, so back in October 6th, you know, a couple years before that, one heavy stuff, what lit the fire under my ass was Project 2025 and Christian nationalism. And that's what kind of got me heated under the collar, ruffled my feathers. And then Governor Cox getting real cozy with the president, wanting stuff, you know, and then getting all this funding and stuff to institutionalize and put homeless people and what have you stuff into, and you know, camps and against their will, and be able to hold them against their will. And so now they say some of it's voluntary, but they admit that some are going to be held there against their will. So that is a big one that definitely ruffled my tail feathers. But Project 2025 and Christian nationalism is the big one. You know, don't fuck with my spiritual beliefs, man. You know, don't fuck with my spiritual beliefs. So anyway, so October 6th, I manifested my weather magic, and I had to wait until you could feel it, you know. You can feel it manifest, you can feel it take a hold. And I had to make sure before I actually went public with this, which was at the end of October, is when I actually come out with my first video disclosing my magical endeavors. So back in 2022, while I was flagging, they were redoing this road right here. They're tearing up the complete old road and putting in the new road. All the way down there, clear by that white truck that you see off in the distance coming by, all the way up, way past that flag. About where that truck is that just turned out up there. And then over here, we got, well, it's usually called Mona Reservoir. And you can usually see it really well from here, but it's all dried up again, of course, 2026. But this was back in 2022. And it's the first time I've ever seen this reservoir totally dried up in my entire lifetime. Used to travel this highway every day, or not every day, but anyway, every year. Go to Nephi so I could get a gamma globulin shot when I was a kid. And throughout all my years traveling this highway, I've never seen Mona Reservoir completely bone dry. And then not only that, but Burson's Ponds, where I used to go fishing and swimming, was all dried up in that same year, 2022. So by the time the project ended, back in the late November of 2022, I manifested some magic. And the early snowstorm of 2023 that hit Utah records up in the ski resorts, it's over 900 inches. Yeah, I manifest that. All that flooding, I manifest that.